how do you get infinite value with Baba, the Night Witch? Well, Baba has this ability where you sack 3 permanents, up to 3 permanents, sorry, and that's important because it could be just one. And then if there were 3 or more card types among those sacrificed permanents, each opponent loses 3, you gain 3 life, and you draw 3 cards. What? Yes, you draw 3 cards. And that's the better part of it, but the other parts are pretty good too. I've killed people with the life drain. And we have cards that are multiple card types because that's what Baba likes best. I imagine like she likes to eat creatures that are also enchantments or creatures that are also artifacts. And if it's also a land, then it's extra scrumptious. Like, for instance, we got Blink Moth Nexus, which can become, it's only a land, but paying 1, and it can pay 1 for itself. And it becomes a 1/1 artifact creature with flying. So it's still a land. So land, creature, and artifact at the same time. So just by sacking 1 card in this case, we get to draw 3 and drain the opponent for 3. There are also cards that are enchantment and creature, like this case, or land and creature. Sometimes not in the same card, like Colony Garden creates a token. So cards that create tokens like Trail of Crumbs are really good because this is an enchantment and an artifact, while it is in the same card. It's not in the same permanent, but it's in the same card. So just 1 card produces 2 types of permanent. So those are really good. And we have artifact creatures, of course, that are really good. Land creatures. Creatures that produce tokens that are food or treasures are really good. All that's pretty good. The rest is really just ramp removal and ways to abuse Baba's ability. There are also some classic value Golgari cards like the Gidrock Monster and Garruk. Some classic removal in Casualties of War. And getting lands back from the graveyard is really useful because you're often sacking a land plus an enchantment creature, a land plus something else. And so getting them back is really useful. So we got a lot of effects that lets us, as many effects as there are in Arena anyway, to get back lands from the graveyard. So that's it. Let's see it. Let's jump into the games. We're up against Imara, Soul of the Accord. Tokens. So what do we need against tokens? Wipe. We do not have one. Not here anyway, but Tracker's really good, so I'm gonna keep. Nano. Oh, this is land or non-land. This is creature or land. So that's pretty good. Also, I hadn't noticed we have Blink Moth Nexus. That's so good. All tapped lands. Well, Blink Moth Nexus is not a tapped land, but colorless land. Here comes Imara. No removal. So they're gonna make some tokens. I can make this into a 1/1. And then I can make it into a 2/2. So that's a blocker. I hope the opponent sees it because I don't really want to do it and lose a land. But I'll do it if I have to. Okay. They have other ways to tap their commander, it seems. In that case, Go for the relic. Trail crumbs. We need more lands. I don't think Trail Crumbs does it. Let's find land. It's tapped. We lose the ability. I was just checking it was a sorcery because now we lose the ability to block with Blink Moth Nexus. Not that I would want to do it. I don't want to destroy a land. Okay, that's pretty bad. It's kind of bad. So now they're gonna draw a lot of cards. Can we do something about Toski? Nope. This destroys a creature, but it's indestructible. 4 mana. We need blockers. Maybe should have played the tracker first, if that's what we're gonna do. But I think we wanna Baba Yaga up. We have an engine for card draw, so we can battle opponents' card draw with more card draw instead of suppressing theirs. We get our own. Plus, it's a blocker, and at least kills one of their creatures if they go for the full attack here. Assuming no removal, that is. Do they have removal? If we get rid of Amara, then they don't have green. They go for the full attack, it seems. We can still block one. I guess the Innkeeper. Down to 8. Opponent draws more cards than they can use. That's fine. They're gonna discard a bunch here. They're on 10 cards, minus the land. What do we do? We could activate get rid of the land. We could statue Amara. I think that could be good, yeah. Statuing Amara. Wait a minute. Yeah, we don't want more soldiers. Let's do this right away. And we don't have to use Baba Yaga right away. We can stay up as a blocker. Is this an artifact? No, it's not. Not yet, anyway. That's fine. Whenever they cast a creature, they're gonna get a token. Also makes their tax a little less, so they can play their command here. Have 4 attackers, we have 1 blocker. We're at 5. With the amount of cards they've drawn. Okay, so do we go for it here? creature, land, and we're missing one type, so I don't think we can go for it. We need to gain life. This gains 3 life. Baba Yaga can heal us a little bit, but that's gonna be on their turn. Okay, land is good. This creates a clue that we can utilize, so let's go for that. We can chomp with the plant, sack, and we get 3 mana to go for the Trail of Crumbs. Could be. This is no good. Guess Trail of Crumbs. We can even use the 1 mana to do the trick and sack the food instead of the clue. Okay. We're just surviving here. They've got 5 creatures to attack with, and we have 3 blockers. So we're gonna take 2 damage at the very least. Yeah. Go down to 3, gain 3, go up to 6. So we net a positive 1 life, which isn't too shabby, and we draw a bunch of cards. We hold back their commander. And I'm definitely blocking their commander. Vigilance or lifelink. I guess the vigilance is scarier. 3 blockers. Before damage though. Sack creature. Sack a food, and we could sack the enchantment instead of the land. And pay the 1. Reveal a permanent, put it into my hand. It's something. What did we find here? Is it a board wipe? I see. Oh yes, it is a board wipe. It's gonna get rid of the Tireless Dragon, and it's not, or it's actually gonna get rid of Toski. That's huge. And the Angel. That is huge. We're gonna lose Tireless Tracker though, but we're gonna play a land, and maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't play anything else, but we're gonna get a clue at least here. I don't think attacking. I was contemplating attacking. Maybe they don't want to block or something, but I don't think it's necessary. Take action. And hit him for 2. Or activate Baba Yaga. We don't have a creature, so I think we don't activate this turn. Do you think they have a flash? They do. Good thing I didn't attack. They put lethal on the board. We can go up to 9, block the land creature, go down to 1, so it's not quite lethal actually. That doesn't make it lethal. And that doesn't make it lethal. Busted interaction. Yeah. 4 damage, creature, artifact, and land. Take action. Go to 9. And now we basically need another sweeper. Beautiful. We do not draw a sweeper. Reveal a creature. Unfortunately, I don't have creature sweepers here. We could go with the clue. What does this do? It doesn't solve the problem. Like killing only one creature, even 2, doesn't solve the problem. We need. We could go for the 4 mana here also. Clue or non-land card. Non-land card's a little better. But I don't think we're gonna hit anything, to be honest, with either. Okay. Yeah. We did. We're up against Nira, Wild Mage. When you cast a spell, put it on the bottom. If you do, reveal cards from the top till you reveal a non-land. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Oh my god, Omniscience. Then put all the revealed cards not cast this way. Well, not necessarily Omniscience because it's not a permanent, just any non-land. Then put all the revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom in a random order. Triggers once each turn. So a free spell each turn, essentially. We have good removal, good ramp. This is fine. No black. But we can find it with the druid. Next turn. Okay, there's black. No problem. No problems. I guess forest goes. And we get 1 of each. Opponent plays a pathway on red and do nothing. Maybe they're holding a counter spell here. This would enter tapped. This might enter tapped if we don't pay 2 life. We have 3, 4, 5 possible mana. Nothing to broken bond. Nothing to grasp yet. We could lead with a double attack here. Nothing. Let's try it. Otherwise, we're not doing anything. This is a sorcery. Infernal Grasp is an instant, but yeah, if they had Wash Away, that was it. We still have 5 mana, and if we get an untapped land, we can play Baba Yaga next turn. They hold 2 mana here, so they might have another counter. We don't get the untapped land, but we can. Problem is, we could go for the Mind Stone here. I guess we do. They could sack it in response, but we don't have any lands in hand anyway. You don't. That's weird. And set up trail crumbs for next turn. Whenever you cast a copy, an instant sorcerer, draw a card. Okay, that's a target, I would say. Not enough mana for Baba Yaga, but... and no creatures. Oh, wait a minute. One, two. You can make it into a 2/2. It's not too shabby. Apply some pressure on their life total. What do you got? 4 mana? 5 mana? Not enough for their commander yet. Go with a combat courier. 2 sack, draw a card on earth. Okay, we got mid hook. Got the mid hook. But I don't think that's the play. I think we want to go for the witch. It might counter her. Do they have another counter? Seems they do not. They can block and sack. Or they can just trade. Let's see what they want to do. Can you unearth as an instant? No, it's just as a sorcery. Okay. They go all in on their commander, except they have Mox Amber. They don't put it on the bottom. Okay. That was useless. That was totally useless. -4. It's a sorcery though. But if we attack first, we could kill it. But that means we don't use the ability. If we attack first and they take it, we can meet hook. We could also try and draw removal. That doesn't leave the decision up to the opponent. So let's do that. Enchantment, artifact, and Spring Bloom Druid is the creature. We can even pay 1. Get an extra land. Okay, there's the removal. This is fine. Could get an untapped land here and play Old Rostian instead of dealing 1 damage to the opponent, which I don't think it's instrumental. We also get a blood artifact token. What does that do? Scry 2. Scry 2, you may play cards with it. Do we have any enchantment or artifact removal? Not in hand. Do we have lethal? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's close. You're 2 points shy of lethal. So I guess we don't go for the attack. And we sack a creature, an artifact, and a land. Ooh, Ashaya is good, and we found the removal again. Never didn't have it. We always find it. If the opponent has a board wipe here, that would be really good. But we can find. We can actually find right now. We do have 2 targets. And we have lethal on board. So let's go for that. Do you have something, opponent? Well, that's certainly something. That is quite the something. But you gotta block with it. Or cast an on-land, cast a spell, and return a Shaya. Because they don't have a spell. They gotta block with it. We're up against Chainer, Nightmare Adept of all things. So we expect a lot of reanimation with haste. Also, Chainer has haste because you're casting it from enters not from your hand. You didn't cast it from your hand, you cast it from the command zone. So it always has haste. We got removal, so I think it's fine. Tireless Provisioner. A threat onto itself. We can lead next turn with Emergent Sequence. Get a little ramp on. Black or green? I don't think it matters. Let's see if opponent has removal for the land. We have a prototype. Mana's lifelink. Ward pay life equal to its power, so 3. 3/3 Mana's lifelink. 4 mana. We could take it. I'm thinking what's the best way to do this. We could hold on to the other removal. Or we could just go for the spider, but that gets rid of our land. I don't want to do that. So let's Heartless act it. Lose 3. Actually, we don't hold on to the removal because we don't have a second black. This should have been black. That was a mistake. Okay, enters Chainer with a haste. You can discard and cast a creature spell. Okay, so that's our other removal. It costs 4, so now it's gonna cost 6. They don't have enough mana for it, unless they have Dark Ritual, La Messe Noire, as the French say. We could Provisioner, we could Cultivate. Cultivate seems good here instead of dealing 2 to the opponent. Go get more swamps. That would have been good with Tireless Provisioner on the battlefield, but it is what it is. Well, that's something I didn't expect to see. Do we have enough mana for Spider and Walker too? Yeah, but we cannot Tireless Provisioner. Sad. Okay, so we can even attack here. Oh wait a minute, it should have been 1, not 2. I did it wrong. Okay. It should have been 1. Yeah. Maybe next turn. I don't think Angel of Suffering's such a big threat. Not in this deck anyway. This is not a Conrad. So he might hit us for 5 and that's it. Yeah, go down to 12. Opponent seems low on resources right now. That's nice. Okay, it's time for the Spider. Spider boy. Sack the Walker. Three mana left. We could get back the Walker right now. That's Sir Conrad. Scary stuff. They have a combo. They do have a combo. Do we hit him for 5 here? I don't think the Walker is gonna do much good. Spider might be a better target if they kill it. They do not have enough mana here for everything though. Okay, how do they replay? Huh? Oh, because it was in their hand. I thought it was in the graveyard. They're really into that Angel of Suffering, aren't they? Still no good targets, so I'm just gonna swing all here. They do not know we have a Gloom Shrieker, but they are looking at our graveyard for some reason. Okay, so now we have a target. Do we want to gain 3 life? I think we don't. Not sure, you know, because we could get a different target. Like World Shaper is really good with Tireless Provisioner. But I'm gonna decline. I need the removal. We do need the removal. Okay, they're getting desperate. They're out of options. That was stupid. Okay, that's really good. That's really good with the Tireless Provisioner. But they have the mana for Chainer. We need to hold removal for Chainer. 2 mana. The mana is a little bit awkward here. So we can't cast everything. Do we have... We don't have 7 mana. to do the trick. We need to ramp. So we need to play this. Or play the Gloom Shrieker right away. But I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give up that information to the opponent. So I'm gonna hide it there, even though we can play it. Sometimes being efficient is not the priority. Sometimes hiding information is. Because they wouldn't play their commander if I had shown a Gloom Shrieker getting back a spider here. I want them to feel secure and safe in their decision making. Okay, they're gonna do it. Gets haste. Yeah, take it. That's big for the opponent. They're gaining life. Celeste is gaining them life too. Getting ahead on the race. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana total. We need 7. I don't think Dark Ritual changes anything. Go for the spider. They still have a 3/3 lifelink menace, which is a pain in the ass. So that's not gonna be a short game. Or maybe it will. I guess we gotta chump here. There's no other way. But we can kill something. No. Because this is the only one with rich. Okay, yeah, we can't. Okay, are we dead? We are dead because of the menace. We do gain life, but it's a triggered ability, so we're gonna be dead before we gain life. Unless something has first strike here. Haste too strong. We're up against Rafine. Knives. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature. So it doesn't have to attack to do the trick. So we gotta find cheap removal. This is not cheap. Alas, an opponent goes first, but we have ramp, and we have at least one piece of removal. So we might do okay, especially if we find more removal. Ramp is always good here because we need to get ahead of the opponent a little bit, since we start behind by the simple fact that we go second. So if opponent doesn't ramp here, we have 2 mana, they have 2 mana, everything's alright with the world. And here we can get up ahead a little bit with Cultivate. Either Cultivate or Azusa's Many Journeys, but let's start with the Cultivate. They can counter it. I guess Azusa's wasn't counterable in that situation. But Cultivate was a little bit more mana efficient. Opponent is not ramping. Okay, we do have 2 lands, but we need an extra land here to take advantage of everything we got. 4 mana, 5 mana total. We could also just play Baba Yaga, but I'm thinking they've got removal. Or counter, I mean. Let's lead with the Kami. See what happens. There's definitely a stick there. They might be holding up removal. Or a counter spell. Now let's try this. They consider. So they might have decided not to use removal or use the counter spell against this. They might still have a removal spell, but I don't think they want to use it on the elves. They do not have creatures, so the Rafine is not very good right now. I don't think they will go for it. It does have Ward 1, but we can circumvent that. They go for the Lotus Field. And for a fiend of all things unholy. 4 mana, because we gain life, we can play this for 2 and have 3 mana left, which doesn't really do much. Also we have to pay 1, but I guess we'll use this because it's cheap. Auto pay with the tower and hit him for 2, I guess. It's not the worst. Not the worst. Next turn we're gonna have an extra creature, which is also an enchantment, which Baba likes. They're extra scrumptious. Extra scrumptious. She likes to eat them. Okay, no permanence here. Can pause the Junji, and they're gonna make us discard from a graveyard. I have nothing. They've got nothing, so definitely discard. I don't want to discard casualties, too good. So we're not gonna kill the Junji just yet. I think we play this and pass. It has Flying Menace, of all things unholy. We're gonna take 5, but we can take 5. It's okay. As long as Baba Yaga is alive, we can gain 3 life every turn, so it's like at 2/2 flying, which I'm okay with. Until we have no cards in hand, we can safely dispatch it. Okay, here comes the removal. Can we replay her? Oh, we need an untapped land for that. It's not an untapped land, and I don't want to discard. Okay, I guess we attack. This is an instant. This is not, but we do have statue. Up. Wait, can we hit the Crucible? We can. They still have 1 land left that they didn't play. Okay. 4 mana. damn it, we cannot hit Rafine because of the ward. So they're gonna connive here. We could statue Junji and discard the Gloom Shrieker, which is not doing much. But then we have to discard something else. Maybe casualties. But it's 1 mana away from being operable. It's pretty bad. We'll let them connive. I guess we'd let them connive here. Sad but true. If they discard a creature though, it's pretty bad. Okay. Connive didn't do anything. You know what? I'm gonna hit a Crucible now. Okay, we eat up a counter spell. Okay, now we could play the land in Casualties of War. But we don't have the extra mana for Rafine. So we would have to hit Junji. And it's terrible. Because then we have to discard 2. The Pulse. I guess discarding the Pulse is not that bad. It is bad. It's quite bad. I want to do that. So we pulse. It's so bad. I don't mind getting rid of the Gloom Shrieker, but losing the pulse is very bad. Artifact creature, enchantment land. Which one do we hit though? We can't hit Rafine. Let's do it. Enchantment? No. Land. Yep. Untaps 3 lands. Sure. Maybe they take it. It's a bluff. With no cards in hand. It's still cute. Let's shred some ledgers. No blue mana open. Six mana for me, so I can play Baba Yaga, if nothing else. This is a good one. We do not have a blocker, so it's gonna die. And we don't have the mana to pay the ward. So guess we plus or we zero. Now the 3/3 kills the shredder so they don't block. And Garrick is gonna heal us a little bit by providing a buffer, because presumably they attack Garrick here. They discard non-lands and they might kill it. Gotta discard 2 non-lands though. 1, just 1. So they don't go for the kill. This comes in tapped, so I better not attack with the elves here. Unless we had lethal, but I didn't do the math. Wash away, of all things. We do have lethal next turn, so what you gonna do, opponent? You don't have lethal. You can't deal 12 any. There's no way you can deal 12, right? So you want to kill Garrett. You still attack with Rafine to face, so you gotta have a board wipe here. And if you have board wipe, you get us. Because I don't have any way to deal 5 damage to you without my creatures. Yeah. Wolf. I cannot even play my commander anymore. They can if they play land. So opponent has the advantage. Also, they have 2 cards in hand. I can draw a card here though. Lose 1. Not too shabby. They lose nothing. That's not the one that loses life. That's not Thoughtseize. We go for the 2/2 and alt. Okay, so this one costs 1 less. So that means they can play it next turn. We draw a land, and it's tapped, of all things, unholy. So we gotta play something here. We gotta draw and lose 2 life. Of course. Now it's getting to the point of we just gotta draw a board wipe, sadly. I was so close. Well, it's not lost exactly, it's pretty close to that. Because the chances of drawing, let's say, Meathook Massacre, it's very low. And I believe that's the only board wipe. Oh no, we have the -4/-4 board wipe. Of course, we just draw lands, and that's no good. And they have lethal next turn. Unless well, That's still not lethal, right? Unless they discard an on-land. Still not lethal. So I'm gonna wait. Oh, now it's lethal. Never mind. Vorinclex, the counter boy. So we expect lots of planeswalkers. This doesn't hit planeswalkers, sadly. This does. So I'll begrudgingly keep. And hope to draw more lands. Okay, so gets a counter with each creature spell. We can kill it now that it doesn't have counters, so we'll struggle to find a target for Heartless Act against this deck. Opponent ramps and ramps more. I guess we'll play that as a land, but first now we make a little clue. And we have all the colors that we need. Yeah, we'll take 6 and then we'll Maelstrom Pulse. Or this, but Maelstrom Pulse seems good. Hit him. Six mana, 7 mana. We're close to casting Vorinclex a second time. Close, but no cigar. Okay, no counters on anything. We could -4 the world, but that kills our tracker as well. What else? We could -1. No, we can't. We're missing double black. World Shaper seems kind of bad, to be honest, here. It's gotta attack. We could Baba Yaga. They're gonna Vorinclex again, and then what? So I don't want to play a creature. I guess this, because when it dies, it does stuff. So we could attack and then kill it. But we gotta draw a land. Otherwise, all we can do is mid-hook for 3. And I'm gonna attack. If they want to trade, it's fine. They take it. Okay. I have no more lands to play. Anyway. We go for Vorinclex again. We take another 6 because haste. Or we could just take 3. But then we don't attack. Kind of want to mill, so let's take 6. Oh, there's a land there. It's not untapped. We need an untapped land. -4. That doesn't even kill Foreign collects. We need to play this for 8. Six. That's not gonna happen, is it? Have 1 land. 7. I guess if we draw an untapped land, if I do this in order to kill the World Shaper, or we can just wait 3 turns, but 3 turns we're gonna be dead in the water. I gotta do this and hope and kill World Shaper and hope to draw a land. Feels bad. We can't even do it. Okay. So we mill again, I guess. Oh, never mind. The Devouring collects. Doesn't let us do that. Yeah. I guess we should have drawn a land here, drawn a card. I don't think that makes... That's a great card, by the way. But we're still not quite dead yet. Okay, Skyfisher is out actually pretty good here. And then we can return. Oh fuck, I should have attacked first. Do they have protection? One more land. I don't want to play the Walker for 0, but thanks, Arena. Oh no. Wait, what? They didn't play their commander. Nice. Thank you, opponent. I did not know you cared. Thanks for the free ramp. So we massacre for 6. Do we attack first? Is the question. If they block, we can massacre for less. So yeah. Okay. So X is 4 now. We'll gain 2 life, 3 life. We'll hold the command tower because I want to play the tireless first, but we can play this for 1 just in case of haste. Although haste usually comes with trample in this deck, but it's useful anyway. Sure. It exiles it. Okay. We have mana to sack the clue if necessary. But ideally we want to use Baba Yaga for that. Okay, are we dead? No, right? We're at 3 life. Or we could just double block that. But nah, we're at 3. This is fine. Okay. Get a clue. We gotta do it now. And the land, wait a minute. Let me float some mana here. Okay. That wasn't too great. We needed something else because... Oh my god, why? We can block 4 of that. So I guess we're not dead. 7. We're at 6. They're hitting for 7. So -1, +4. We're at +3, +3. They're at 9, so we didn't quite have lethal there, but it was close. Oh god, lifelink makes everything worse here. We could make some treasures, is what we could do here. But now they have 8. They don't attack all. So we don't have to block with everything, just the tracker. And we're at 1. Oh my god. And then we can make 1, 2, 3 treasures. I guess I should have played this, I don't know. What does Crucible get us? The garden. I was planning to sack the elves. Elves treasure land. I guess we'll do this in case we are alive. Float 1 here, float 1 here. Elves, land, treasure. Okay, that's a good one. Land, creature, artifact. presumably we can get that back again. Do it all again. But I want to block it right now. Okay, we're in good shape now. They don't have enough mana. That's not good enough, opponent. It's not good enough. We got him. Let's do this first, just in case. Casualties is too expensive now. Okay, but we did have a removal for that, and then we were good. And we're back to the games. Hope you have liked those games, and let me know if you have any suggestions. Thanks for liking the video, and GG. See you in the next one.